Imagine living inside a prison with no bars, no locks, and no visible walls, a cage built entirely by your mind. It's a place where the boundaries are invisible to everyone else, but to you, they feel as real and unbreakable as steel. Every day, you wake up and face the same invisible limits, wondering if you'll ever be able to step beyond them. This is the world of a phobia, where your own thoughts become the warden and your fears the guards. The mind, meant to protect you, instead becomes a source of constant alarm, sounding warnings that echo louder than reality. The cage shrinks your world, dictating where you can go and what you can do. Places that once felt safe or exciting now seem unreachable, and the world outside your comfort zone grows smaller with each passing day. It whispers that danger is everywhere, making you feel unsafe even in ordinary moments. Even the most familiar places can suddenly feel threatening, as if the world itself has turned against you. This invisible prison can keep you from dream jobs, important events, or even necessary medical care. Opportunities slip away, not because you lack desire or ability, but because the fear feels insurmountable. Every time you avoid what you fear, the cage grows stronger. Each act of avoidance is like adding another lock, another layer of steel, making escape feel even more impossible. The relief you feel is fleeting, but the cost is your freedom and well-being. That momentary comfort is quickly replaced by regret, frustration, and a sense of being trapped by your own mind. Friends may say, "Just don't think about it," but for those inside, the fear is overwhelming and real. It's not a simple matter of willpower or distraction, it's a battle fought every day, often in silence. Telling someone to get over it is like telling someone with a broken leg to run. It ignores the real struggle. The pain and limitations are invisible, but they are no less real than any physical injury. This misunderstanding adds shame and isolation to the fear. It can make you feel like you're the only one struggling, deepening the sense of loneliness. But here's the truth. The mind that built the cage also holds the key. Within you lies the power to challenge those fears, to question the limits you've accepted. You can dismantle it piece by piece and step into the open again. Each small act of courage is a crack in the wall, letting in a little more light. It's a journey of courage and healing, and it is possible. With support, patience, and self-compassion, you can reclaim the life that fear tried to take from you. You were not born to be confined by fear. Freedom is your birthright. You deserve to experience the world in all its fullness, to chase your dreams and connect with others. The life you want is waiting for you, just beyond your fear. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to that life. The first step is believing that change is possible. Trust that you have the strength to begin, even if the path ahead feels uncertain. You are not alone in this struggle. Many have walked this path before you, and support is always within reach. The cage is invisible, but the hope for freedom is real. Every day is a new chance to loosen its grip and move toward the life you deserve. And that hope starts with understanding. When you recognize the cage for what it is, you begin to see the possibility of freedom. And that is the first step toward breaking free. We all have fears, natural alarms that keep us safe. Fear is a basic human emotion, hardwired into us for survival. It helps us recognize danger and react quickly, whether it's a sudden noise or a risky situation. Fear is a rational response to real danger, like stepping back from a cliff or being cautious at night. It's our body's way of protecting us, keeping us alert and ready to act when something threatens our safety. But a phobia is different. It's an intense, irrational terror tied to a specific object, situation, or activity. Unlike ordinary fear, a phobia can strike even when there's no real threat, and it can feel impossible to control. The fear is so overwhelming that even thinking about the trigger can cause panic. Physical symptoms like sweating, trembling, or a racing heart are common, and the urge to escape can be overpowering. People with phobias know their fear is exaggerated, but they can't control it. This awareness can lead to frustration or embarrassment, making it even harder to talk about. Common phobias include fear of heights, which can make even standing on a balcony feel terrifying, spiders, which can trigger panic at the sight of a tiny creature, or flying, which can make travel seem impossible. But phobias can be very specific, like fear of clowns, which might seem unusual to some, but is very real to those who experience it. Some people have phobias of holes, known as trypophobia, or even foods like cheese. The triggers can be surprising and unique. There's nomophobia, the fear of being without your phone, which is becoming more common in our digital world, and globophobia, the fear of balloons popping, which can make celebrations stressful instead of joyful. No matter how unusual a phobia sounds, the terror is real for the person experiencing it. Their reaction isn't a choice. It's an automatic response that can be deeply distressing. Phobias can disrupt daily life and deserve compassion, not ridicule. They can affect relationships, work, and even simple routines. The impact is significant, often leading to avoidance and isolation. People may miss out on important experiences or withdraw from social situations to avoid their triggers. Understanding the difference between fear and phobia is the first step to empathy. When we listen and learn, we can help reduce stigma and offer real support. Phobias are not a choice. They're a powerful, involuntary response. The brain and body react automatically, often before a person can even think. Recognizing this helps us support those who struggle. A little understanding can make a big difference in someone's life. Everyone's fear deserves to be met with understanding, patience, and kindness. Where do phobias come from? The answer is complex. Sometimes a traumatic event like nearly drowning or being bitten by a dog plants the seed. Genetics and family environment also play a role. Anxiety can run in families. Children can learn fear by watching parents react with panic. The brain's amygdala, our internal alarm, can become oversensitive, triggering panic over harmless things. Media and repeated stories of danger can fuel irrational fears. Our brains are wired for survival, but sometimes that wiring misfires. Phobias are not personal failings. They're shaped by experience, biology, and environment. Understanding the roots of phobia is the first step toward healing. Compassion starts with knowledge. When a phobia is triggered, the brain's alarm system takes over instantly. The amygdala floods the body with stress hormones, launching the fight or flight response before logic can intervene. Heart races, breathing quickens, muscles tense. Your body prepares for survival, not reason. This reaction is automatic and ancient, not something you can control by willpower. Telling someone to calm down or get over it ignores the reality of this powerful response. The person isn't choosing panic. Their brain and body are convinced the threat is real. Afterward, exhaustion and embarrassment often follow, fueling a cycle of fear about fear itself. This can lead to avoiding triggers, which only strengthens the phobia. Breaking the cycle requires understanding, not judgment. Compassion and the right tools, not commands, are what help. Healing starts with empathy. A phobia triggers a full-body storm. Racing heart, chest pain, shortness of breath, trembling, dizziness, and sweating. These symptoms are real and can feel like a medical emergency. The adrenaline rush is the body's alarm blaring at full volume. Emotionally, the terror is overwhelming, often accompanied by a sense of unreality or losing control. The urge to escape is urgent and all-consuming. The impact lingers, persistent anxiety, shame, and isolation can follow. Avoiding triggers is exhausting and chips away at self-esteem. The emotional toll is immense, casting a shadow over daily life. Phobias are not just in the mind. They affect the whole person. Recognizing this is key to real support. Phobias fall into three main categories. First, specific phobias. Intense fears of particular objects or situations, like animals, heights, or needles. These are further divided into subtypes: animal, natural environment, blood injection injury, situational, and other. Second, social phobia, now called social anxiety disorder, is the fear of being judged or embarrassed in social situations. Everyday activities like speaking, eating, or meeting new people can trigger intense anxiety. Third, agoraphobia, the fear of situations where escape might be difficult, like crowds or public transport. In severe cases, people may not leave home at all. These categories show how phobias can shape and limit lives. Understanding the types helps us see the many faces of fear. Knowledge is the first step to breaking free. The good news: phobias are highly treatable. The first step is acknowledging the fear and deciding you want your life back. Exposure therapy, guided by a therapist, helps you face your fear in small, safe steps until it loses its power. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, teaches you to challenge irrational thoughts and replace them with realistic ones. CBT also provides relaxation techniques to manage panic. Combining exposure and CBT rewires your brain, creating new associations of safety. Healing is about regaining control, not eliminating all fear. With support and the right tools, you can reclaim your life. The journey takes courage, but freedom is possible. You hold the key to your own cage. Beyond therapy, there are tools you can use every day. Deep breathing and progressive muscle relaxation calm your body and signal safety to your brain. Mindfulness and meditation help you observe fear without judgment, building resilience over time. Medication can be helpful for severe cases, but should be considered with a doctor's guidance. Support groups, online or in person, offer connection and understanding. Sharing your story with others dissolves shame and isolation. Every small victory matters. Celebrate progress, no matter how minor. Healing is a journey, not a race. You are not alone, and support is available. Courage grows with every step you take. Living with a phobia can feel like an endless night, where hope seems distant and shadows loom large. But remember, even the longest night gives way to sunrise, and the sun can rise again for you too. A phobia is not a life sentence. It's a challenge, but not your identity. You have the power within you to heal, to grow, and to move forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. Every step you take toward facing your fear, no matter how tiny, is a true victory. Progress is not always loud or fast, but it is always meaningful. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Reaching out shows courage and a willingness to change your story. Compassionate professionals and proven therapies are available to guide you. You don't have to figure it all out alone. There are people who care and want to help. You are not broken or irrational. Your response is real, valid, and deeply human. It's okay to feel what you feel. Be gentle with yourself and celebrate every small win, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Each one is a step toward freedom. Share your story, break the silence, and reach out for support. Connection can be a powerful antidote to fear. Let today be the day you open the door to your invisible cage. Even a crack of light can lead to a world of possibility. You are more than your fear. You are resilient, capable, and worthy of a life beyond your limitations. A brighter, bigger world is waiting for you, filled with new experiences and hope. Take the first step, no matter how small. Every journey begins with a single moment of courage. You are not alone on this journey. Others walk beside you, ready to support and encourage you. Freedom is possible, and you are stronger than your fear. With each step, you reclaim your life. The world is waiting. Step into it and let your courage lead the way.